Hi. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna have a wander around Old Portsmouth because why not? That's timing. So, in all my ancient wisdom, I managed to leave the house without a drink in this heat. I'm gonna fix that. Problem rectified.
Next stop, St Thomas Cathedral.
I'm currently squinting into the sun at the top of the round tower, which is where I'll be starting my little journey, guess. You get some quite nice views here. Neighbouring town of Gosport, Spinnaker Tower, overlooking the rest of Old Portsmouth, Clarence Pier. That is where I plan to end up at the end of this journey. And over there is the Isle of Wight, which is where I'll be in a few weeks. Unless something goes disastrously wrong in the next couple of weeks. Despite the fact that it's called Old Portsmouth, I'm pretty sure that it's not the oldest part of Portsmouth. At least, not the place with the oldest areas of settlement. I believe that's over towards the Spinnaker Tower or Dockyard or somewhere over there. It's not that far away, but well, I think this is the place with the oldest surviving buildings. So I guess it's and it's named. I suppose it's a nice thing that all of this area is free to the public, but it doesn't come without its risk of breaking your legs. Seriously, look at the width of those stairs. Have fun on the Isle of Wight, folks. No idea what you're going to be doing, but enjoy yourself. On the other end of the road, you got the Square Tower, which I believe is not open to the public most of the time, but I'm pretty sure you can hire it out for functions. So, well, it is the more impressive tower, but it'd be nice if it was open to the public. Now, I hadn't done any research before making this, so I was under the impression that the Round Tower and Square Tower were made for the Napoleonic Wars, but they weren't. They're Tudor. And for something that's 530 odd years old, they look pretty good. I don't think I looked that good when I was 530. Weird fascination of mine is that I love pigeons. And this one looks rather unique, all things considered. Who knows, maybe that wasn't a pigeon and I'm just an idiot. I always forget there's a statue of Nelson down here. Probably one of, if not the most famous British naval hero of history. Butterflies are notoriously difficult to film and photograph because they don't stop moving. Something missing here. Can't quite put my finger on it. No, can't figure it out. Ha! Got two of you. Still don't know what's missing. Maybe it just needs some good confidence. I've been down here a handful of times and I still have no idea about the origins of this moat. I did try Googling anything, but all I got was stuff about the fact that they're building new sea defences. I assume that it was for some sort of defence. I am on top of a bastion right now, so it makes sense. Oh dear. I don't know what its original name was because I can't find it. But this tower has become known as the Lipstick Tower because, well, looks like lipstick, doesn't it? Well, I found out that there's a way down to that moat, and it is barely tall enough for me to walk through. Can't say the views are as nice down here. Can't even see the sea. Now on the part of the walk where I'm basically walking through a dead amusement park. It's only open on weekends outside of the summer holidays, and it's nearly summer holidays. They could have tried. I've seen a lot of people out, so they could have made a bit more money, but oh well. An amusement park wouldn't be complete without copyright infringement drawings. So, the last time I was down here, my hat got blown off by the hovercraft. So, taking that one off and revealing the mess of hair underneath feels okay, and a fly has just landed on my hand. Hello. I'm not moving till you move, mate. The weather isn't too hot or too cold, and I've got the whole jetty to myself. Don't mind that, a storm did that. But yeah, surprised I'm the only one that's standing on it. That little building in the middle of the sea, I know was built from Napoleonic Wars. So that's something I know I'm right about. There's, I think, 4 or 5 of them across the Seine, and I can see 1 and 2 very clear in the distance by a cargo ship. Huh. Now the thing about the hovercraft is if you want to get a face full of sand and water, just watch it come in or leave. That's how windy they are. Also quite loud. And you probably understand why I had to take my hat off. Last time I blew over there. And as it wasn't a weekend, the theme park was closed. as I'm waiting for my bus back home, I think I'll share something with you that I found rather funny while I was watching the hovercraft. Some people did eventually join me on the jetty, and they argued whether or not we were looking at the Isle of Wight or France, with one of them even claiming that they saw the Eiffel Tower, which I believe is actually St John's Church or Cathedral, one of the two. Don't know the difference. But yeah, that's where I'll leave it for now. See ya.
Next stop, Broad Street. Next stop, St Thomas Cathedral.
So, in all my ancient wisdom, I'm going to leave the house without a drink in this heat. Clever move, right? How about it then? Thanks, coach.